converting of musical instrument according to the principles of epochal musical thinking and our modified piano. A musical instrument is a kind of musical chronicler with its own structure, tune or performance capabilities, and so on. It retails a lot about the epochal musical aesthetics to which it belongs. The principles of musical thinking, characteristic of the new epoch, lead to the transformation of the instrument, its renewal, refinement, even simplification, enrichment by performance techniques. Each era adapts the instruments to the principles of the corresponding musical thinking to that its contemporary music sounds. However, the instrument always holds the epoch in which it was created. In this regard, when modifying any instrument, in our case a piano, it is necessary to take into account the cultural memory stored in it, which this instrument brought us. We have numerous vivid examples of the instrumental modification, such as ancient and modern flute, the antique hydraulic and electronic organ. In all cases, the instrument retains its core essence. Our paper presents the main postulates we took in view during the piano modification process. These postulates we have formed the basis of the modification principles to combine the cultural memory archived in the instrument with the 21st century musical thinking. There are to maintain the basic principles of operation of the instrument's mechanism. It means to produce the sound by the hitting of hammer on the string and use the pedals. And the second, to maintain this traditional form of sound production on the instruments, to play the keys. Musical, modified piano, is a new type of piano constructed for the artistic research project. Has piano music come to an end in the context of fundamental research piano of the 20th century and its future perspectives? The piano was modified according to Eka scheme, which was enriched with the ideas of piano master Alexander Zirakashvili. The name of the instrument is produced by a combination of the names of its authors. Piano modified by Eka and Alexander. Before modifying the instrument, we studied the various performing methods and approaches of compositional and performing schools or styles in different epochs, especially what kind of musical effects they use to express the musical ideas in piano music, as well as to be familiarized with the variability of the structure mechanism of the piano in a historical perspective. The idea of modification was based on approach characteristic of modern musical thinking. During the modification, the main focus was on the key musical parameter timbre, including the free interpretation of the tuning, which is priority parameter of sound for expressing musical thought in today's professional music, and helps to enrich the ability to influence musical time and space. The piano has been modified on the basis of accumulated information and experience of the extended piano music technique of 20th century. We would like to offer 21st century authors and listeners a version of piano that is oriented towards innovative performance methods developed by various authors in piano music over the last century, thus bringing it closer to the type of musical thinking of our epoch. Our goal was to develop new means of sound production, to expand the range of piano timbre, to set free interpretation of the tuning, to create a more comfortable environment for the production of the sound of the 21st century piano music while playing the instrument by taking in view the advanced piano performance techniques developed by composers of the 21st century in piano music. The following changes were made while modifying the instruments. First, we replaced the hammer heads with various materials. Some were left with felt and others were replaced with wood, metal, leather, rubber, and cardboard. Second, we added a new mechanism for the production of overtones in the lower register, produced via an added pedal. Third, we added a new pedal function for partial opening of the pedals. With the restored the idea of the John Broadwood and Sons piano pedal of 18th, 19th century. Fourth, a harp string was being added in front of the keyboard to be used for a different way of producing a sound. The string sounds longer than a key played on a piano and has the effect of gradually amplifying it. Performer plays with fingers touching the strings, different plays with left and with bow, a bow or pizzicato producing by right hand. It can be played simultaneously with keyboard if pianists use the thumb for producing the pitch by the left hand and pizzicato with right hand. The string is connected to the resonator board for sounding at the appropriate volume. Fifth, the instrument's body was also changed for the convenience of playing on the strings. The wood covered part of the modified piano body was cut out. Sixth, the strings were tuned according to the atomic nuclear musical system. About this system we will talk a bit later. The keyboard has been significantly influenced by changing the tuning. The keys were given different colors for their orientation when playing, which also affected the notation. Our modified piano's tuning is based on the atomic nuclear musical system, authored by Epochal. In the atomic nuclear musical system, the pitches of sound are organized by the association of atomic structure, where electrons move through acoustic points in different trajectories around the nucleus. The trajectories in the piano set are mostly uniform and static. The main essence of this system is the so-called enriched tone. A tone contains several microtones, like electrons, that move around the nucleus, called the center. The nucleus is consumed within the approximately semitone interval. In the upper register, the atom contains the microtones around the nucleus, while in the lower register, the microtones can be replaced by the overtones via the pedals. The atom doesn't follow the principles of horizontal, ascending and descending linear arrangement of the sound order. It surrounds the nucleus specially on a circular basis. When tuning the piano, some keys frequencies was retained, for example, of the sound A4, Epochal 440 Hz, which is tuned as pitch of enriched tone, as the center nucleus of the atom. In the three-string sector, only the middle string is tuned at this frequency. Other strings are tuned up and down by different frequencies. Nucleuses are marked with red keys, which are surrounded by white keys representing electrons. They are tuned at different pitches. All 7 octaves of the modified piano contains one atom in each. Here is a list of musical atoms which contain the central enriched tones surrounded by the sound electrons. The pitches is given according to traditional piano keys. The musical atoms on the modified piano we call acoustic islands. The various color keys between them, which are represented in a free microtonal tuning, we call timbre spaces. Keys color indicates the material of the hammers which influence the timbre. Every material thing are created by the same source, information frequencies field, and combination of the frequencies creates them individuality. Because of this, the thing's memory always includes information of the past. It is actually the principle of the genetics. Now I would like to present piece performed by Nina Žvania on the modified piano. Thank you in advance.